Hello friends, Joe Lynch here from the Logistics of Logistics, and I'm day 3 at Manifest, the future of supply chain and logistics. Bumped into my friend Dan Gilmore from Roboteon. Please introduce yourself and your company and what you guys do.
Hi, this is Dan Gilmore. I'm Chief Marketing Officer at Roboteon. We're a warehouse robotics enablement platform, a software solution that helps companies to both integrate, manage, orchestrate, and optimize robot-enabled processes in the warehouse.
You don't make robots, you connect robots?
We connect. We're robot agnostic. That's one of the key advantages that we have. We're not tied to any particular vendor. We'll give advice and tell you the difference. We allow you to compare the expected performance of robot A versus robot B. But no, we're a software platform solution, which means we connect robots and other automation on one end, and WMS and ERP on the other end, and then from there it's plug and play. Anybody that plugs into the platform has access to those applications and those services.
I talked to you years ago about this a few times, that there's all sorts of robots out there. Some are getting old in the tooth, but they're still doing a function. Some are very simple, some are very complex. So a warehouse could have a half a dozen different automations or robots in their facility, and they don't all speak the same language, they don't all connect to your systems.
Yeah, let's look at a very simple example. Let's say that I'm a company that bought 30 AMRs, autonomous mobile robots, here in 2025 to meet a need. And they got it from vendor A. 3 years later, they make an acquisition, and now their volumes has increased dramatically. And they need to add 30 more robots, or whatever the number is. But in the meantime, in those entering 3 years, they found a robot solution they like better because it's cheaper, it's faster, it has other characteristics that they like about it. If you don't want to get rid of the robots you have, and you don't want to run parallel systems, you need to be able to integrate those robots from vendor A and vendor B into one system as if it's a single fleet. And that's what our platform allows you to do. It's very, very different than anyone else is doing out there.
I love it, I love it. So who are your customers?
Our customers are really across a wide spectrum of use, but anybody that's got an opportunity to use robotics to improve case or piece picking, primarily some pallet picking, that's one. And then our customers are also companies we're working with several right now that have had troubled implementations with robotics. The proof of concept took too long. They're not getting the results they expect. The integration is not quite right, and so we get called in to help solve problems about making this robotic implementation to have performed the way it was expected to do when it was purchased.
So when customers show up and finally answer your phone call or respond to an email, what are they saying? What was the last straw that made them call you back?
I think just pressure from above that we spent a lot on automation. There's two, actually. One is we spent a lot on this automated system with robotics and we're not getting the results we expect. We talked about that. That's number one. But second is, I'm getting pressure from the top that we need to automate more in the warehouse, but I don't know exactly what to do and how to do it. And we've got, for example, a simulation tool that allows you to take real data over the last 3 months or whatever, or actually just create a profile. But we're actually going to run a simulation with your aisles, your racking, your zones, easy to set up, and then we're going to run a simulation that's going to come back with almost 3 dozen different metrics around cost, dwell time, cycle time, all these kind of metrics, and allow you to do, well, what if I added some more robots and took away some people? What if I added people and took away some robots? And it allows you to get a great understanding of what the expectations are going to be for that system, what they're going to be, and start to build a business case with some real information, not just sort of an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, as you want to, this is any investment. When you want to add heads or add robots, you got to justify the last spend was a good investment.
But people just don't know where to start, and we're hearing that over and over again, and that's where this simulation tool, which is just part of our broader platform, but it can provide a tremendous service to enabling a company to understand what they're likely to get, what the options are, and compare scenario A to scenario B to scenario C. The first one was with the most robots, the third one is with the least robots, and maybe something in between.
Yeah. I've said this many times this week already. It used to be if you were a freight broker, somebody said, get me a truck. Now they're saying, get me a truck, get me technology, get me analytics. And I think that's the same when it comes to the robots or anything else. I don't want just the solution. I don't want just the robot. I want the total solution.
Sure, and the analytics that come with that, and of course we're using AI that goes without saying these days. But we're using AI to do some really creative stuff. For example, automating the mapping of the platform to various WMS solutions The AI is getting us 98% of the way there. What's usually taken a long range project. With the AI mapping, we can take a significant amount of the time out of that equation.
I love it. Let's wrap this bad boy up. First, before I let you go, what's blown you away about Manifest?
Just the amount of growth in 4 years. To get to 6,000 people in 4 years, give or take, I think it's 4 years. That's rather astounding. First time I've been. Yeah.
Super Bowl of supply chain here,
Yeah.
and it just grows every year. One last time, what do you guys do? What problem do you solve for your customers?
We solve the problem of making robot and other automation implementation successful in your warehouse. We take the time out of the equation, get to rep and time of value, and have a broad set of services that allow you to pick just what you need to make your operation a success.
I love it. Dan, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks, Joe.